Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a sweet girl named Little Red Riding Hood. One sunny morning, her mother called out, "Little Red, would you take this basket of goodies to your grandmother? She's feeling under the weather." Little Red happily agreed and set off on the forest path to her grandmother's house. As Little Red skipped along the winding trail, she hummed a cheerful tune, unaware of the cunning wolf lurking nearby. The wolf, with his sly eyes and sharp teeth, approached Little Red and asked, "Where are you off to, my dear?" Little Red, being a kind-hearted girl, innocently replied, "I'm going to visit my grandmother and bring her some treats." The wolf's eyes gleamed with mischief as he concocted a devious plan. "Why don't you take the longer path through the woods, Little Red? It's much more scenic, and you might even pick some wildflowers for your grandmother," he suggested. Little Red, not knowing any better, followed the wolf's advice and strayed from the familiar path. Meanwhile, in her grandmother's cozy cottage, the old lady grew worried as Little Red had not yet arrived. Sensing danger, she quickly locked the door and hid in the closet. Little Red, now deep in the forest, started to feel uneasy as the trees grew denser and the shadows longer. Suddenly, the wolf leaped out from behind a tree, blocking Little Red's path. "Where are you going in such a hurry, my dear?" he snarled, his eyes fixed on the basket of goodies. Little Red's heart raced as she remembered her mother's warning never to talk to strangers. With a trembling voice, she replied, "I'm going to my grandmother's house, and I must be on my way." Just as the wolf lunged forward, a brave woodsman appeared, wielding his trusty axe. With a swift strike, he chased the wolf away, saving Little Red from harm. Little Red, grateful for the woodsman's bravery, learned a valuable lesson that day: to always stay cautious and never trust strangers, no matter how friendly they may seem. And so, Little Red Riding Hood safely reached her grandmother's house, where they shared the goodies and laughed about the day's adventure. From that day on, Little Red always remembered to stay alert and never stray from the path, for the woods can be full of surprises, both good and bad. And that, my friends, is the tale of Little Red Riding Hood, a story of courage, caution, and the importance of listening to wise advice. So remember, be like Little Red and always stay cautious on your own adventures in the big, wide world.